gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot and bam! Hey, Mr. Einstein, here I am.
Hello and welcome to Chuck's Culture Channel, your lively source for lively interviews on the lively arts. Did I say lively enough? Right here on YouTube. Things happening in St. Louis, Missouri and beyond, sometimes way beyond. And listen, you want a lively interview? Have I got a deal for you? Because today I'm talking with Sara Sheperd, singer, actress, Broadway and cabaret star. Now, she's going to be appearing here in St. Louis on February 2nd and 3rd at this place right here. Yes, it's the Cabaret Project's new space at the Sheldon Concert Hall, at the Sheldon upstairs. And full disclosure, I'm on the board of the Cabaret Project. Nonetheless, this is a cool space. So let's get straight into the interview. But before we do that, how about a little video from a role for which Sara is very well known, that of Carole King in beautiful the Carole King Musical. Take it away.
So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place anymore? It would be so fine to see your face at my door. It doesn't help to know you're just time away. Long ago I reached for you and there you stood. Holding you again could only do me good. Oh, how I wish I could, but you're so far away.
Alrighty, well, there you had a bit of video with my guest Sara Sheperd in the role which is very well known for, Carole King in Beautiful. And she is going to be here, not Carole King, but Sara Sheperd is going to be here in St. Louis on February 2nd and 3rd at the place right behind me, the Cabaret Project's Theater, the new cabaret space in the Sheldon Concert Hall. So, Sara, this is by no means your first appearance in St. Louis. We were talking earlier about, you have your strong family connection here in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing on the 2nd and 3rd. Give us a little idea of what everybody can expect to see when they walk into this really cool space we have in the Sheldon.
Yeah, I'm actually so excited to see that space too. I've only seen renderings, so I'm excited to be there. So my cabaret, I called it Around the Corner, a Choose Your Own Adventure cabaret. And I did that because—
Choose your own adventure, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a audience participation moment, if you will. Nothing too crazy. Don't be turned off. But I sort of, as I was putting the show together, I was thinking a lot about how, and we were talking about this earlier, how like as an artist, we don't really ever know what's coming next. We don't,
Yes.
At one point you could be waiting tables. Literally the next day you could be walking to your Broadway show.
Yes.
So I thought that may be a fun concept. Like, what if I mirrored my cabaret after what I experience in life every day? So the audience sort of gets to choose the order of how that evening unfolds, which also will mean the 2nd and the 3rd, February 2nd will be slightly different than February 3rd. Same songs, but just maybe a different order, which I thought was sort of just a fun way to get the audience involved. But the show really is about sort of big turning points, big moments in my life that have helped really shape me as an artist and as a person. So I'm just really up there telling some personal stories and singing some tunes that go along with those. And I hope the audience just has a nice human connection with me and with each other,
That's kind of the essence of cabaret, though, really, is to take material, songs that everybody knows or maybe doesn't, and put your own spin on them. I mean, I think it was Lena Katrakos who talked about having the movie in your mind. It was like,
yeah,
what the song means to you, whether you make it explicit or not. So that's like that's really the core.
Yeah, and I think
Right.
too, more so, well, actually, I do have some fun spins on certain things, but it's for me too, it was sort of, I almost like went back to my college days and thinking about song-alogues and how you can kind of weave in a song into the story, which was really kind of fun to work on. I hadn't done that in a while. So I think that you'll get some of that too, sort of the ins and outs of songs and also, with a story of my life at the same time.
Mhm. Now, the choose your own adventure format, I mean, I must tell you, as someone who has actually done a solo show of his own many years ago, it sounds really scary because it was all I could do to make sure I had everything on track with my script.
I know. I'm feeling my musicians will probably hate me, but it's okay. We've been through this one time before. No, I think it'll be I've sort of made each moment almost its own one act play. So they can all
Ah,
sort of stand alone. So we know, if someone in the audience picks this card, there's a number attached to it. So the musicians can say, okay, we're going to number 4. And then we pick up, that piece. So
oh,
it's really all of these can sort of stand alone, which I think keeps us safe in that moment because I'm with you. It could be slightly terrifying, but
so
I
it's
can
like
think of it separate in a way.
so it's like your basic modular construction. It's sort of like a Lego cabaret show.
Yeah, I like that. Lego, I'll take it. Yeah.
And as I mentioned before, you have a strong St. Louis connection. You want to sketch that out for us real quickly?
Yeah, I'd love to. I started my professional career at the St. Louis Muni back in 2006,
Okay.
which wow. But I was going to school at the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music, and when I was in school there, and I think even still now, it was always you want to work at the Muni or Pittsburgh Cielo. Like those were like two really big ones. And so I went and auditioned between my sophomore, or no, it was after my sophomore year of college. I got picked. Yeah. So
Oh,
I
wow.
auditioned and then I worked there in 2006 and then I came back in 2007. And while I was working there in 2007, my stepmom got a job in St. Louis. I'm from Toledo, Ohio originally. They
Okay.
were living in Toledo. She got a job working in St. Louis. And so all of a sudden, while I'm working there, my dad and my stepmom are moving to St. Louis, which was so wild at the time. But also like really cool. I was like, oh, I can, go home to their house after a show or,
Yeah.
it was wild. Uh, so they've lived there now since 2007. But then I went back to the Muni and I performed in Legally Blonde there in 2010, I believe it
Hmm.
was. And then obviously just recently I got to go back and do Carol in Beautiful
Yeah.
at the Muni, which was this surreal full circle moment. Very,
Mhm.
very special. Yeah,
Of course, for anyone who hasn't seen Beautiful the Carole King musical, it's a really beautiful jukebox musical because it's all of Carol's hits, but it really you get to see a real character there, and it's not just one hit after.
absolutely. Yeah, I think that's why this show as a jukebox musical does so well because we get to hear her story and she's so beloved obviously because of Tapestry, and so to get a glimpse into her life and see how Tapestry was sort of born
Yeah.
because of all the everything leading up to that, I think it is really special, and I think the audience really is able to connect to that and to her.
Now, as I said before, you're going to be here under the aegis of the Cabaret Project, February 2nd and 3rd. And hey, everybody, if you want to get a clickable link for tickets, just look down here at the video description box. Click on that. You can get tickets to the show. But for those of you who are watching this after February 2nd and 3rd, because YouTube is forever. Um,
Forever.
forever. Oh, anyway.
Take it away.
On a clear day. No, sorry. Everything is a friggin' song cue to me. A friend of mine gave me this for Christmas.
Oh, I love it. It's
And
true though. It's easy to like, it's word associated, just connect
I know
to a tune.
I took issue with introverted, but other than that, uh, but I digress. What give us a idea of some of the other things you're gonna have going on in the near future? I mean, I know you got at least one gig coming up in the spring, right?
Yes, so I got one more beautiful lined up at the moment, which I always say like it's truly the gift that keeps on giving. I love doing the part and I love bringing it to audiences that I haven't been in front of before, and I love so I'm going to be at Walnut Street in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I've never performed at that theater, but I love Philly. When I was on tour, we performed at the Academy of Music, which is that theater is so stunning. So I'm just excited to be back in Philly for a couple months. And then, like the title of my cabaret, I don't know what's next. I don't know what's around the corner. Something's gonna come though. Something's coming. Yeah.
I
So,
don't
but you
know.
know, well, yeah. I mean, something will happen. It always does. It's just the life we choose as an artist. Just being patient and trusting, and we'll see.
Okay.
It's
Well,
exciting.
I know you've got a couple of cabaret shows you've done, so I hope we get to see those again.
Yeah, I would love to bring this to New York. I haven't done that yet. I'm excited to. I've had only done it one other time at the Blue Strawberry, so I'm excited to get a chance to do it again, and then hopefully do it in New York. And bring my dad along. My dad's playing the keys for me, which is really fun because he gets to get in on some of the stories that we tell. Yeah, so maybe that's next on the docket too. We'll see.
We'll find out. Well, if you want to know, if people want to know where you are and what you're doing next, I guess when we stop recording, you shouldn't give me like a website they can go to or something. You must have like a Facebook page or something.
Yeah, or my Instagram is usually where I'll post at Shep Nails It, but I'll tell you, you can post.
Yes. That link will also be down here in the video description field. So that's cool.
Awesome.
All right. Sara Sheperd, I know you have a really busy day today. So
love it. It's okay.
So
Happy to be here.
Yeah. And thanks to Tim Schall, our executive director of the Cabaret Project, for making this all possible. So have a great day. I will certainly be in the audience to see you when you're here. So yeah, I somehow have managed to miss every show you've done in St. Louis so far, either because I was out of town or otherwise engaged. So I'm really looking forward to this.
I'm excited. That's exciting. Yay. Happy you'll be there.
Yeah. So great. Thank you so much. And all of you out there in Videoland, please tell your friends about this show. I mean, spread the word, share us on the socials, trying to get some visibility out there.
Yeah, come.
Come on. Tell them about the Dutch Culture Channel here on YouTube. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march my heart to drum, and nobody, no, nobody